Is it? We're live.
The A Show.
Where smart is the new sexy.
And now, April Hunter.
Welcome to the A Show, everybody. What's up? Tonight we're going to cover a lot of really fun topics and have a fan chat. We're gonna cover Christmas and New Year's. We never got to talk about those. We have some interesting things. Everything from evaporating in Japan. Finally, an animal abuser registration in Florida. Yeah, I mean, who would think that Florida is leading the way in common sense? It's really weird, but it has been happening lately. It's very, very strange. Very strange situation where the No Kings protesters are backing a dictator. This is messing me up here. And some interesting, fun quotes, but and how to keep the Christmas spirit all year long. But First, how are you, Eva? And how the hell is everybody else? Because we had 3 guests last week and we did not get to talk to our people.
I know. We hit the ground running, but
I know we did. Welcome, people. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, we lost April. Oh, okay then. Well, I was curious anyway if anybody got to see the Greek Mothers Never Die. I thought it was great. And I hope everybody got to go see it, or at least take a look at it. I was asking, hi, you're back. Greek Mothers Never Die. I was just asking if anybody got a chance to see it, because today is actually the Greek Epiphany. Yeah. So today is their celebration.
It's everybody's Epiphany, but it's Orthodox Christmas, right?
Yes. So they actually did and dove for the cross today in Tarpon Springs.
Yeah, I saw that. Day. I saw the teen kid who won the cross, earned the cross, athletically took the cross.
Yeah, however you want to put it.
Yeah, it's a really cool. It's a cool competition. So sorry about that. My screen is really super touchy today. So now I'm afraid all I was doing was scrolling down to see who was here. So I see Cool Awesome Dude and Jameer, Michael, War Demon. What's up? Fernando, Steve, who else is here? Zach. I'm afraid to touch it too much here. I see.
It's all right. Before you came on, I had my camera went off 3 times before we even started. So
James.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I guess so. And where's Winona? There she is.
Hey! I hope you're feeling better, Winona. I heard you were sick. I saw you were sick.
We missed you. You were missed last week.
Yeah, very much so.
You missed Aaron. He was here. He was without clothes on. He asked for you specifically. Sorry you weren't here.
You better look back at last week. Why not?
So how's everybody's Christmas and New Year's?
Well, how about you? April, how was yours?
Mine was really great. I want to say I'm very, very thankful to people who remembered me too. I mean, I got quite a few people sent cards. They sent Amazon gift cards. That is the way to my heart. I appreciate that. The cards decorating my counter, because I will not give it up. I'm not throwing the towel in. My lights are still up. I'm not. I don't like taking the lights down. It's dark.
It's depressing.
Afterwards. It is. So
lights are nice.
I know. I like it. I like the cars. I like everything. So I really appreciate everybody who took the time to do that. It's nice. It's warm. It's fuzzy to receive the gifts. Thank you. I love it. It's very sweet. It's nice to have something to open. And I appreciate that. Very, very much. So yeah, it was, and I got to see a lot of people over the holidays too. I hosted a little Christmas get together, a Christmas party. What else? I left my house on New Year's Eve for a change.
What? You left your house?
I know, on New Year's Eve. So I had friends over on Christmas Eve. So I had dinners. I cooked a lot. So
yes, Yes.
It was
And if
good.
you
It
guys
was
don't know, she's an amazing cook. So if you hadn't figured that
Thank
out
you.
already, April can figure it out.
I love cooking. That is
So,
one of my main hobbies. I
so
love
if when
being
you
a
see
chef.
all of a sudden she'll drop all kinds of posts of all these pictures of dishes, those are actually things she really does cook.
Thanks.
So
Yeah, I did roasted duck l'orange.
mm,
That was the
it's
Christmas dinner. So
cool.
yeah, it was good. So it looks
The-
like yeah, I don't have family. All of my family is gone, and sometimes stories from other people make me sort of glad
mm,
that's how it went because I know it's a lot of stress for people. But
yeah, it's pretty something when you hear those things, don't you? Well,
yeah,
okay, so defining that, I mean, there is, obviously cousins out there and things like that, but I think you mean immediate. And I kind of fall into that boat as well. So, but
mm,
yeah, there's not a whole lot out there. But that's what friends are for, right? Friends
yes,
and cousins and extended family and everybody else. Yeah. So
yeah,
hope I see a lot of good stuff in there. Oh my God, I'm getting hungry. I see
yeah.
chicken, ravioli, steak, fish,
Chicken
burgers.
burgers.
Oh my goodness, I'm hungry. I
Yeah,
haven't eaten yet.
I spent 3 hours roasting a duck, babysitting it every 40 minutes or so. And then my friend messages me and she goes, "That's why we do crab." She's like,
Mhm.
15 minutes and it's done. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, next year.
Yep.
Next year.
Yep. And don't forget the ham too. The ham it's fast.
Yeah. Ham is
Viral
good
ham.
too. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you are right, Michael. Friends do become family. And it's the family you choose too, right?
Mhm.
So speaking of, hi, Amanda. What's
Hey,
up?
Amanda. Hello.
So, oh, I know. Daryl sent me, thank you. I know. Daryl sent me this amazing marinara sauce, which smelled
Oh, really?
amazing, and some real Greek olive oil.
What?
So I think it was
Awesome.
last year, he sent me some cookie recipes. Yeah, he sends me
Go, Daryl.
culinary themed things each year. So yeah, I love it.
Nice.
He also
Well,
gives us a lot of ideas for stories here too. So much appreciated. So
nice.
yes, Michael, women do love a man who can cook. I think everybody loves somebody
Heck
who can
yeah.
cook. So, but
Sorry.
yes, women do love a man who can cook, and you really don't have to even do that much, right? You just have to have a couple things in your arsenal and be able to
Mhm.
scramble some mean eggs. I think you're good to go.
Well, a little bit more than eggs would be nice, but just some things at
Yeah,
least.
yeah, like,
The
make
easy
make a
way.
steak, make some barbecue chicken. Put
Mhm.
together you know
Some steak.
a grilled cheese sandwich, or
Here we go.
was it you that
Taco.
it was quesadilla? Was that
Yes.
you? So
Yes.
she's like, quesadilla. I'm gonna have quesadilla. I said, so you're having Mexican grilled cheese? And she's like, no, quesadilla. I'm like, that's what quesadilla means.
No,
She's
nope, I
like,
don't know
no,
what
it
you're
doesn't.
talking
I'm
about.
like, queso.
Nope, nope. Don't know what you're talking about. Queso's cheese. What?
I'm like,
I
it
don't
is
know
a
what you're talking
Mexican
about.
grilled cheese.
No, it's not.
Uh,
Mhm. Right, Winona. A nice
right?
steak. Right on.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
why didn't that come up? There it is.
Because
It's
I hit it at
delayed.
the same time.
Oh,
I'm so
I'm
with
like,
you.
what happened?
Yeah, that's
So,
my nightmare. I'm so paranoid because I go back and forth to North Carolina all the time. Now I'm paranoid and I'm trying not to think about it because I don't want to manifest it, but I'm so paranoid of that Lone Star tick thing because if you get bitten, you can never have you can never have red meat, pork, or dairy ever again. No more ice cream. And I'm like, there goes my life.
I know, right?
That's it. Like, how do
Yeah.
you survive just on what? Chicken? I don't even eat. I hate seafood for the most part if it doesn't have a shell around it or it's not sushi.
I don't know what to tell you on that.
Yeah, I
just
know.
just stay away from those ticks. That's all.
I know. No kidding. Oh,
So they need to stay away. Anyway, mac and cheese, grilled cheese, pasta. Well, you could do like more Demon Dozen, just live on that. That would work too.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And so, and shelled seafood's good. I like it.
I did hear that Tillamook cheese in America, Tillamook cheese is like one of the better cheeses to use because it is
I saw that.
they use a higher quality. So a lot of the cheese is, bioengineered GMO, but Tillamook keeps it real. So if you're ever sitting there trying to figure out WTF, what do I do with all these cheeses? And you're trying to eat clean, there you go. Tillamook cheese.
Now, where
So-
do you find it though? That's what I
Everywhere.
was just
That's
looking
in
at.
all the grocery stores.
But it's not.
It is.
I was the only place I ever see it down here is Publix.
Oh, really?
I have not seen it in Winn-Dixie. I never saw it. In
Oh, I
Walmart.
always saw it in Winn-Dixie. So, hey, you. So, my dog
Um,
says hello.
hello.
So I did.
Yeah, that's hard to find.
Before,
Anyway,
before putting everything away, I thought it would be fun to do another holiday shoot since the tree was up and the glitter, before sweeping up the glitter, which really is the herpes of the craft world. I mean, it just spreads everywhere so fast. But so yeah, I did another holiday shoot. When was that?
Friday. Yeah.
Friday. Yes. Do you guys want to see? You want to see some peaks? Am I?
Oh
if
yeah.
I,
Of course.
am I show? And Eva helped. It takes a village. Eva helped. There's we had all hands on deck for this.
Always does, especially with the pets and everything.
Yeah. Am I showing on my phone or through Facebook?
That's up to you.
I'll do a screen share. That's the easiest way, probably. So we'll do a quick.
Oh, that's
peek.
right. I forgot we dropped it in Facebook.
Yeah, we did. Well, I did some that he sent today too. So I posted.
Oh,
them up.
cool.
Let me see what I got here. Let's see. So a lot of leg. Let's see. All right, share
see,
screen.
Told you my camera. Sorry.
Yeah, your camera's persnickety. Well, while you're there, I'll share the screen until you figure that one out. All right. Book of Faces. All right, here we are. All right, so we did, I guess called Santa's Helper. There's a pre-peek there. This is with Modern Myth. So if you're a wrestling fan, you kind of know who Modern Myth is because he already does a bunch of stuff. This one I think is the winner. Like that's the winner one right there of the group. But this one's my favorite right here. So this one literally took a village. So it took like 3 people to shoot that. And then there's Modern Myth. There's Jason. So we had fun with it. And we also did a Valentine's Day as well, pinup. So are you coming up? Okay. Speaking of my attached to my hip.
Max.
Yes.
Hey, buddy. Everybody say hi to Max. Oh.
So you get the sneak peek before everybody else does.
Yeah, and then guess where you find them. Guess where
Yes.
to look.
Yeah,
Come on, everybody.
I did a little behind the scenes thing today on Patreon. It's patreon.com April Hunter, and I'm gonna put some more up soon. But that was just throwing some stuff up there. I also did a little article that I can share. You asked me about sharing it.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I think you should share that kind of stuff all the time.
I can. I don't think it's very well written because I just slapped it out. Like I didn't really edit it. So there might be a lot of redundancy with words there instead of going through and, taking all the varies out and editing it correctly. But the reason I did it, and Alex, no, we can never get enough Christmas or Halloween.
Right.
And thanks, you guys. I appreciate that very, very much. The reason I wrote it is because I don't know if you're experiencing this like I am right now, where everything coming at you, I get it all the time, but right now, you have the first of the year, everybody goes back to the gym. You're getting all this nutritional advice thrown at you left, right, and center, right? Everything's going to kill you. So like, this is bad. That's bad. Don't eat this. Don't eat that. Watch this. Watch this. You got to do this. You got to do that. Are you guys getting that to the point where like the air is toxic, the soil's toxic. You're not getting any nutrition here. You can't drink the water. Like literally, like you can't drink the water. Like everything is bad for you. So it gets to the point, and thank you, Michael. It gets to the point where you're just like, oh my God, like everything's going to kill me. Coffee's going to kill me. Coffee's like, what the fuck? So I wrote an article about the babushkas of Chernobyl. So are you guys familiar with this? Have you seen this documentary? And are you getting bombarded with I want to call them clickbait headlines and I guess everything from news articles to what are they called on Instagram? Influencers telling you that
yeah.
you're going to, all that stuff. So I'll read this to you real quick. I'm going to try and rip through it. And thank you, Fernando. Let me find it.
So I don't know if you guys realize this, but usually, or most of the time, almost every day, April will get on and write something somewhere, whether it's on X or Facebook or copy paste on everywhere.
Yeah, it's usually
some
X.
topic.
I'll do a rant every day, or a little. I call it a rant. It's kind of inspired. This one, it's on Patreon. I think it's free. So if you're on there, I'm pretty sure it's open for everybody. I do a lot of posts on there. If you want to support me on Patreon, it's totally appreciate it. I do put up a lot of free posts. So this one's called A Little Hope in Health. I'm just going to read it. So I'd like to offer you some hope and inspiration. Have you ever heard of the babushkas of Chernobyl? I am and always have been a proud conspiracy theorist. It's hard not to be when you're in the fitness industry and you see what works versus what the general population is being told works. They're completely opposite. We knew 35 years ago that red meat and eggs were extremely healthy and lowered cholesterol, while the general population was being pumped full of bad information and told that Lender's bagels and low-fat, sugary, fake food crap was the way to go. Additionally, if you raise chickens, you start to wonder why the eggs look different and taste so much better compared to what's in the store, especially with the deceptive labeling, like cage-free. Don't do cage-free. It's, you want pasture-raised, by the way. There's a lot of deception, toxicity, and lies, and it's coming from all angles. Being healthy is an entire lifestyle overhaul, and it does require some education and making conscious choices. It can be done, but it's a choice. There's a lot of gloom and doom coming at us every single day. This will kill you. That is dangerous. This is going to mess you up for life, right? It can feel like no matter what you do, nothing can be done right. Even drinking water is dangerous. Like fluoride's going to mess you up. There's all these toxins in there. There's all these opioids in your water. Okay, so sometimes it feels pretty hopeless. Enter the babushkas of Chernobyl. This is what I want to remind you about. This is now a documentary. You can go to thebabushkasofchernobyl.com. It might even be on Netflix. Just look for it. So these are a group of women who defied orders and went back to live at the site of Chernobyl, a nuclear disaster and the most dangerous place in the world. Not only did they survive, but they thrived. They gardened, they raised livestock, and they lived a good life. So the human body has an unbelievable ability to adapt, even to the most toxic situations. So this is a place of killer radiation and all these other things they said would for sure, destroy everything about anybody who was going to live there. And they're like, screw you, I want to go home. And they went home. And they did well. So our sole mission is to adapt and overcome as humans. So while I would always advocate for daily exercise, reading food labels, avoiding bioengineered foods, formerly known as GMO, and eating whole unpackaged foods, I would like to tell you not to be too anxious with endless headlines or social media clickbait. Just as it was recently announced that the climate is not going to destroy us, as we were originally promised for years and years, I think you'll find that we can adapt to more than we realize, especially if we're incorporating healthy lifestyle choices such as daily movement, stress management, getting enough sleep, socializing, and laughter. These things are very important. I'd say they might be even more important than anything else for raising your immune system and your energy vibration. So, and then I wrote, wishing you health, abundance, and laughter. So let me also leave you with this. The benefits of laughter. So studies suggest that laughter has the following mental and physical benefits. So it releases endorphins, which are linked to a positive mood. It reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. It improves life satisfaction. Physically, it increases the natural killer cell activity, the cells in the innate immune system known for fighting infection and detecting cancer. It provides similar cardiovascular benefits to exercise. Imagine if we could just laugh ourselves thin and muscular and have abs. Let's just laugh ourselves to abs, right? It improves learning and creative thinking, and it increases your pain tolerance. So, something to think about. A lot of people are super happy to be miserable all the time.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
And similarly, I'm going to add this. Here are the benefits of exercise for mental health: improved mood, more energy, higher self-confidence, better brain health, healthy distraction. It's also a healthy way of coping, and reduced anxiety and depression levels. A lot of people don't know that a 20 or 30-minute walk outside can do more for you than an antidepressant, any kind of medication. So something to think about at this time of year where we're going back into the dark. We deal with the seasonal affectation disorders. It's cold. All of that. So,
well, what if you are stuck in the house? Any suggestions? Because
yeah,
it's cold and miserable.
Yeah, join the gym. Get out. Once you're paying for it, you got to go.
That's true. Well, sometimes there's places you can go and walk too.
Yes.
If you have malls near you,
Yeah.
you don't have to shop, but you can go to a Target or a Walmart, walk around. A lot of people do.
Remember mall walking?
Yes, and there is still mall walking in a lot of areas where there's a mall where you go up in the morning.
Mall walking, yeah.
Mall walk. And a lot of groups do that with local YMCA. A lot of things are free depending on your insurance too.
Yeah.
So you can get memberships for free or discounted rates too. So.
Your health insurance sometimes will cut into that. Sorry, my boobies are off to the side there. I'm fixing them.
Well, I don't think they mind about your boobies.
Okay. I didn't want them to see too much on one side and
not
on the other.
People. Throw some bits and you might see them.
That's right. And Fernando says we live in a society that limits how much laughter we can have. Do you think so? I don't know. The other night I was sitting by myself and I was on X, and like X, all social media can be super heavy, right? But I think X can be like particularly a downer, So, no, it was Facebook. I'm sorry, Facebook. I put something up about, I was reading some studies about how the current flu shot it's not working. It's not working this year because they developed it so early that the flu has what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, it's mutated so many times at this point. The flu shot's not working, and it's actually causing people to get sick. So I put something up about that, and also how to raise your immune system, things that you can do to offset all this, like using the povidone iodine sprays, which are amazing. You use a squirt in each side every 6 hours. You can use twice a day. Different things you can do, and they work better than masks, in my opinion. So, boy, did I get slaughtered by, I don't know if there were bots or just these 1,500 responses like that. Let me just tell you, I am so choked in the algorithms. I have been, grayed out or whatever it is, shadow banned on all of Meta across the board for so long that I don't even get any followers anymore. So my average is like 5 people will like something. Like, I'm not even in algorithms. To get 1,500 like responses like that, I was just like, holy shit. And they were tearing me apart. And all of the information that I was posting about taking high doses of vitamin D, especially if you have autoimmune, you should definitely be taking between 10 and 20,000 IUs of vitamin D. And, all of this is medically backed. And they were just like, who the fuck are you? This is what happens when you have an influencer try and give you medical advice. Why don't you go show your tits? Like, it was such a, I was just like,
it was entertaining, actually.
It was. And I'm just like, this is my entertainment page. I'm sharing information on there for the people who wish to be healthy. If they want to take it, cool. If not, don't. I don't care. But I'm trying to share this with my peeps who are wondering what they can do. So I got off of there and I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, I need something light. I got on Netflix and I found out Ricky Gervais did a new special. So I sat there, I fucking died laughing for about an hour and 15 minutes. It was so funny. So I love that these comedians have taken the concept of them being canceled and they decided to say, so now all the things that they got, oh, Rom, what's up? They have decided to take all the things that you would cancel them over, everything. And they make sure that they put like all 5 to 7 topics in every stand-up now. Like every single comedian I've watched across the board, make sure that they say, make these things funny. Rape, religion, trans, like all the hot button topics, women, like all the things that people are just like, you can't say that, they're saying that. And I think that is great.
Yeah, he's something. I don't think there's not one of his that I don't like. That's for sure. He makes me laugh.
Oh, he makes me laugh too.
There's so many good comedy things out there. So when you need a lift, go find some comedy.
Netflix has a lot of great.
Yes. Yeah, and you know what? Allie's right. You're just you're a messenger. So if they want to take that out of context or anger, that's their fault. But I can tell you that
Allie says you're just a messenger. I don't know why people are taking their anger out on you instead of, actually looking this stuff up. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know either. There's hurt people. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You got me. But yeah, it definitely improved my day. So thank you, Gervais. I actually wrote a review of his show. The one, oh my God, I'm trying to remember the one that he did with the dog where his wife passed away. And he actually read the review and shared it. So yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah. Yes, Daryl. He said, pretty damn sad that America's lost the ability to laugh at each other. Okay, so when I was growing up, we're going to get into that. When I was growing up, we used to bust each other's balls, and that meant that we loved each other or liked each other anyway.
Right.
And nothing was off the table. Like nothing. It doesn't matter what you looked like, how skinny you were, how heavy you were, your hair color, your race, where you came from. You were going to take it. And nobody got offended.
No.
Now, if you ever stepped the line and said something about someone's kids or girlfriend, you might get a punch in the face.
Or your grandparents or elderly.
Yeah.
There's lines. There's lines.
But you were definitely talking shit about your mom. So.
Yep. Exactly. Always.
It's all about your mom. So.
War Demon's got a point though. So, why do you still share on there? And honestly,
I don't know either.
You have to. It's still social media.
I don't know, Chris. That is a really good question. I ask myself that every fucking week. So,
but
he says, why do you even bother sharing information on there? I ask myself that every fucking week because I am stupid and crazy. And there's a calling. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to walk away from all of this every single time. And then I just keep coming back and being like, this is what people need to know. So I always hope that what I'm sharing will benefit people, somebody. If I can help even one person get healthier or be aware of something that they previously did not know about, it's a good thing. Right. I guess that's where it is. I don't know. I get pulled back to it. So, yeah.
Well, now #flu is a button.
Yeah. Well, that's funny. It's funny because I tried to hashtag another thing with flu just to see if it would happen again. It did not.
Mm-hmm. Well, it must have been that moment.
I guess so. Timing's everything.
So, but,
I heard something the other day I want to share with you guys just because I thought it was interesting. And there's no rhyme or reason for this. And hi, Wolf. What's up? What's up?
Oh.
Yeah. Amanda's like, Amanda goes, hang on. I even joke about my mom and she passed 2 years ago. And yep.
Yep.
I you can. Somebody's like, "Oh, your mom." I'm like, "She died," but okay. So same
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly. You
Go
have to.
have at it. So Winona says those comedians who roast everyone without gatekeeping are the best. Like if I go to a comedy show and I want to get fucking roasted like the others, don't be afraid to offend me. That's the thing. Like who
Right
goes
on.
to a comedy show and gets offended? Speaking of, by the way, Mick Foley in Tampa tomorrow at where's he at? What did I say? Was it Side Splitters? Is that where it's at? And he asked me to come. So if you're going also, I'm going to go and hang out. So I need someone to sit
Cool.
with. So
Very cool.
I'm saying if anybody out there is going, so like wave me over.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's where I'll be. So anyway, I just wanted to, excuse me. And you know that like Mick Foley and I don't see eye to eye on politics, but he's still my guy. I love him. And I love the fact that he speaks out with his heart and says what he feels is something important to say. So I fully support that. So yeah, I think that's Side Splitters, I believe. I don't hold me to that. But I think that's where it's going to be. It's where he normally is. They have him back over and over again. So yeah, his is more like a storytelling thing more than a straight up comedy, but it's a good storytelling. So I've been there, I don't know, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it is Side Splitters.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's 7 o'clock, 6:30. I heard this quote and I thought it was really profound. Things change even if you want them to remain the same. Yet you can try to change, but you will remain the same. What do you think of that? I always heard that no one can make you change and you can't make anyone change. But you can inspire people to change. And if they want to change, they will have to do that on their own.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think of that quote?
I think it's very profound.
Yeah, that one hit me pretty hard. Things change even if you want them to stay the same. So,
yeah. So
it's kind of like when people go somewhere to have a fresh start or whatever, and no matter where they are, there they are. Because it's still them not dealing with the shit that got them into whatever previous issue before. So now they're in a fresh start, but more than likely they're going to end up in the same spot that they were before if they haven't dealt with things. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, Florida's let's go to Florida and start over.
Yeah, but if you don't change anything else, nothing's going to change. You're still going to be the same person in the same shit.
Right.
In the same pile of poop.
So I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there just for the hell of it. I had it on my note. I wanted to remind everybody that gold, we've been hawking gold for the last 2 years. It has gone way up. Hopefully you're smart enough to listen and buy it, but it is through the roof now. And it's going to keep doing that. It's going to keep going. So you can go to aprilhunter.gold. It's Wolfpack Gold. You can use code 1776. Yeah. Hard to forget that one, to get free constitutional silver with a recurring buy. That is veteran owned. Wise Wolf Gold and Silver Exchange, aprilhunter.gold. So invest in something that is not going to tank, which our dollar seems to be doing continuously for years and years and years and years now. So I don't see it changing direction at all. So I don't see a change in direction in the future either, unfortunately.
And they are our sponsor.
They are good to us. So be good to them. So what else do we have here?
You had stuff. Keep going.
Yeah, Florida Florida has an animal abuser registry now. So I think that is amazing.
Yeah. So Dexter
Dexter's Law,
is
right?
what it's called, about a dog named Dexter.
Mhm.
So I think other states have similar things, but
No, I think we're the first ones.
are we?
Aren't we? Yeah. I thought we were the first one to. Are we the first one? I thought we were.
Let's see. It's an enhanced penalty for animal cruelty and establish a public registry for animals. So yeah, let me.
Yeah, it's
see.
kind of like a pedo thing, like a child, a sex. Sorry, I don't know a pedo thing. A sex offender. It'll be public. So if you are a child abuser of your furry child, if you are an offender, an abuser of animals, you will end up on this public registry.
Let's see. I'm looking to see if any other state has that.
Yeah, I thought
Actually, Florida's the second state. Tennessee was the first state.
Well, it seems like Tennessee leads the way with a lot of things. They were the first ones to ban the weather modification geoengineering.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Tennessee did it in 2016. I'm surprised nobody else has.
I am
There's
too.
counties and different things throughout the country, but as a statewide, Tennessee and now Florida are the only two.
And Colosseum due to saying that the animal abuse registry, some people are saying that it's inaccurate and people are against it. No, they say that about sex offenders as well. Like there's been people who have pulled over the side, or walked into what do you call it? Walked across the street to take a piss and not realize there was a school within X amount of feet, and they've been hit with a exposure to children. So,
yeah, I know somebody was hit with that.
Yep. So, and then they end up on a registry. So, yeah. But I would imagine the overwhelming amount of people on there are not a mistake. So, just like the overwhelming amount of people on the sex offender registry have not just taken a piss in front of 1,000 feet by a school.
Very true.
So, for that one or two people who got on there by accident, who could legally fight it, there's probably 1,000 who deserve to be on there. So the registry is probably going to do more good than harm.
Right. I'm all about that.
Yeah. So, and as somebody who fosters, and we see a lot of that, we're the ones picking up the mess afterwards and then having to retrain them and deal with them and get bitten in the face when they attack you because they're triggered by certain things. Fucking Simba. Yes, we have to clean up those messes. So,
and like Michael said, they are your children, so you treat them that way when you take them in, foster or not, whether they're permanent or not.
Yes.
And I didn't foster, but I've taken in and adopted. Yeah. So anybody's adopted a pet, and all my birds have been, except for two, have always been adopted or fostered or rescues. And you don't know what you get with that either. And I've been bit and chewed up, and I got scars on my face from getting bit by cockatoos and stuff. And boy, you got to react quick for any animal that's going to come at you. Oh no.
Yeah, your birds are quick.
Yes, it's a dog or a cat. So, but yeah, Simba was giving me that look the other day when we were there, and you were taking that mat out of him.
When the tail starts swishing, watch out.
Oh yeah, and he was with an angel, like, hold him. And I'm like, he's looking right at me, and I'm like, I am dead here in 2 seconds. I'm just waiting for that mouth. So, but anyway, what else you got?
I read. What do you guys think of this? I started reading these psychological profiles, and I guess it got in my algorithm. And I think we talked about the psychological profile of somebody who waves. So, when you're crossing the street and somebody automatically waves without thinking, that means it's a psychological profile in a nutshell. Is that person lives from gratitude. So did they have to? Are you supposed to let them cross the street? Yes. But they're showing gratitude that technically you're in a couple 1,000-pound vehicle and you could have killed them. So, hey, thanks for like not doing that. So, so since I read one, I got sent more. And there was a psychological profile of somebody who pushes the chair in after they get up. So that one was really interesting. So people who, especially in public, like restaurants or anywhere, they push the chair back in under the table or make sure that things are back in place, are usually people who are, very aware of what's around them, concerned for other people's well-being, and conscious that their actions could cause problems. So a chair could cause somebody to trip. So if I were a boss doing an interview, I probably would scrap 3/4 of what somebody said and hire them based on whether or not they push the chair in or not. Because that would be the kind of person I'd want working on my team, would be the person who pushed the chair in when they got up and left. Because that person is a team player. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. There's a couple different things I look at on that. So, of course, that was something that was courtesy was always, you push your chair back in so somebody doesn't trip. You don't want the person walking by to bump into it. 1, 2 is aesthetically, you push a chair back in. If you have animals get on the chair and get on the table. There's all these reasons why you push the chair back in. And I think you brought up one time before, there's servers and people in the aisles. You don't want all these things in a restaurant. It's polite. So yeah. And then as a boss, for years, it is a pet peeve of mine with shutting doors and pushing chairs in. And when somebody gets up and leaves a chair out, I look at that all the time and go, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like like Michael says, be a gentleman. But it's not even like, it's not even about pulling the chair out for a woman and letting it sit down.
No,
which
that's
is really
different.
nice too.
Yeah.
This is just getting up from anything and pushing your chair or your stool back in, just because you're aware that other people could, hip check it or trip over it, or it's in the middle of the room. You're conscious.
Yes,
you're conscious of other people.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is
how many times
really
I
cool.
push that damn stool in next to me all day long because and I'm wearing a boot on my goddamn foot right now. You know how much harder it is for me to navigate around that fucking stool. And
that's what Winona said. It's not fun running over shit with a wheelchair. Because
you got a wheelchair. Holy shit, that's way worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I all day long I'm pushing that stool in, and because somebody pulled it out. So
the same with people parking in their driveways, right? They're not supposed to park to block the sidewalk, right? That's against ADA law. But people, even though they have an entire driveway, for some reason they block the sidewalk. And when I had 2 different pets that were in wheelchairs and carts, and it would always like shove me down into the gutters and streets, and the cart would dump sideways when I dumped packs out on the thing. So it would drive me nuts that people could pull up but would not. They would block the sidewalk because they just weren't thinking.
Yeah, when you have the opportunity to pull up, and they don't, that's what irritates me. If you're having guests and parties and holidays, it's harder because the driveways aren't long enough and everybody's as far as they can be. That I can kind of understand. Or that when they put their trash cans out and they block the sidewalk instead of pulling it forward.
Yeah, I don't get that.
The
Why are they
sidewalk.
doing that?
Hello. Now, I know in some neighborhoods you have to set it in a certain spot because these arms pick up garbage, but I live more in a hood. So we don't have
hood adjacent
where trash cans or trash companies come around with arms and pick up your stuff with fancy trash cans. So people just randomly put their trash cans all over the place. Some leave them in the street, but they do block. I see people that block sidewalks with it. I'm like, that's just wrong.
People put them in the sidewalk. Every time I see if I see somebody put it, I have a neighbor that puts them in the sidewalk. Every time I see that, I kick it.
There you go. And you
walk
the dogs.
And I'm walking, and they put their side, the whole stuff right in the middle of the sidewalk, and I'll literally go over there and just be like, and just kick it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in the way. You should be able, and there's the ADA thing. And Lori says something. Those of us who are slightly OCD always push chairs back in, move them to make sure they're evenly set. There's that too.
That's
And
right,
that
Lori.
irritates me. I'm like, yeah, push the chair back in. So yeah, there is that, Lori, too. So the OCD and some of us, I don't know who you're talking about there, but yeah, there's that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well-
And me, I kick my toe on everything. So there's that. So I got to move this shit out of the way.
I know. Well, that's the other thing too. If you don't pull your chair up and somebody comes by with a wheelchair, whether it's for a person or a dog, there's metal pieces. If your fender gets scraped to shit and back or dented, then that's kind of on you, because you can't be forcing people off the,
That's
so-
what Winona just said right there.
Oh, really?
Yep. There is
Oh.
handicap spot issue too, where they take up the room.
Oh, Winona
I've seen
says-
people do that,
wait,
jerks.
Winona says, I've really had to hold myself back from denting someone's vehicle because I've either blocked the sidewalk ramp or parked illegal in a handicap spot. You're a better person than I am, because
Yeah, I would just fucking
I
do
have
it.
deliberately gone like it
Fucking do it.
because I've gotten
Right
tired
there.
of it night after night
Yep.
after night. So
You are a better person than me too.
Yeah.
I do it. So if my ramp couldn't go down and I get my wheelchair, oh, sorry, fuck you. I'm in the handicap spot. Boop.
if it's over and over and over again, I'm just and you're not getting the picture. Yeah.
Yeah, your fault.
So
Sorry.
yeah,
That's
you know,
rude
you
right
get
out
you
there.
get what
Apologies.
you get. What sometimes we are karma.
Mhm.
So yeah, so these are little things that people don't think about because for some reason we don't learn to be what's the word I'm looking for? We don't learn to think about other people, and we don't learn to think about people that aren't like us. So it's something to be aware of,
Sometimes it is taught behavior, and sometimes people are not taught those
Yeah.
things. So, if you happen to see somebody, maybe teach them that, show them that.
Well, that's why
This
we're
might
doing
be
this.
why.
That's why we're doing this.
I mean, like your neighbor and stuff, they may not know or understand why it's courteous to do that or reason behind it.
I think
I mean,
if
I
you kick the trash can down enough times, and they got to pick up their own trash, they're going to figure it out. That they
Sure.
shouldn't put it in the middle of the sidewalk.
That's true.
The sidewalk's for walking, just like it's not for bicycles. It is for walking.
Walk.
It's a
Sidewalk.
walking area. It's not.
Walk.
It's not. That's right.
Walk.
Walk.
All right. Walk. Yeah. Okay. Here it is. Look here. Look at what Ward even just said too. One thing
that pisses me off is when people use a doggy bag to pick up the dog's poop, tie up the bag, and then leave it there. Why do you do that? They just leave it on the ground, you mean? Is that what you mean? Like they don't throw it away? You do better not picking it up at all, because at least then when it rains, it rains right in, and now you're leaving a bag on the lawn that doesn't doesn't
decompose.
It's there for 500 years.
That's rude.
So yes, Daryl. Yes, Lori, many are not self-aware enough to be considerate. And Daryl said the same thing. Most people never learn how to think, period. Well, that's why we're talking about this right now. And hi, Chowny Man, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. So yeah, there's a little bit of awareness that sometimes is lacking that goes a long way in making other people's lives and a higher vibration. It's a nice thing. So
that would roll right into that story that you wanted to tell about the father and the daughter in the car.
Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you. All right, I'm probably not going to quote this right, but this is say they leave the poop there with the bag and everything.
Yeah.
That's messed up. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's rude.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I heard the story and I thought it was really profound. Right. I think it can be applicable for all of us. So father gives his 16-year-old daughter a car. And then he says, I want you to do something for me with this car. I want you to take this car to the car dealership down the way and see what they'll give you for it. So the daughter comes back and said, they're only going to give me $2,500 for this car. if I were to trade it in. He goes, okay. All right. He goes, now I want you to take this car down to the pawn shop and see what they would give you for it. So the daughter takes the car, drives the car down to the pawn shop, and she comes back, a half hour later. She's like, Dad, they're going to give me $800. And he's like, okay, all right, noted. And then he said, all right, this weekend, there's a car show. I want you to take the car to the car show and then tell me how that goes. So she goes on Saturday to the car show, and then she comes back that night. She's like, oh my God, holy shit, Dad. There's somebody that offered to buy it right then and there for almost $250,000. And he goes, okay. He goes, what I want you to learn from this is that your value is not based on one room or another. He said, sometimes if someone is making you think you have low value, you are in the wrong room. So you need to understand that where you're not valued, you need to go somewhere else. So
Exactly.
So I thought that was a very interesting story.
I think so too. And sometimes, and that includes jobs too. And when you're around people, so sometimes people don't value you.
Yes.
So,
you just keep
if you
going.
Feel like, something's off. Maybe check in with somebody else to find out, is that accurate or not?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's just an interesting story. I like that one. I also saw another one this past week that I thought I'd share with you. There is I'm not so sure if I've got this right. I should read it, but I'm not gonna just go by the thing. There's a Japanese term called johatsu. It's Jouhatsu, johatsu, which translates literally to evaporate. So in the Japanese culture, you can vanish or evaporate without a trace if you wish to exit your life. So, and there are now even companies that will help you do this. So I don't know how that would work in America, but this is completely legal in Japan. Since we go by a social security number, it would be very difficult for us to do that. But this says a lot about the Japanese society and how much they value privacy. So if societal pressures become too much, or you just want to start over, or you are just not enamored with your life, you are allowed to evaporate and start over completely as a different person. So, and for a fee, you can have a company help you do it.
I think that's kind of cool. So like here in America, you can change your name or start a new life that way. But like
still
you
linked
said,
to your social security number. Yeah.
If people really dig, they can find you.
Right.
But yeah, looking into that was interesting.
Well, it's also a reminder that not all disappearances are by accident. Sometimes they're choices.
Yes.
So I thought that was that's fascinating, since I don't think we're allowed to do something like that.
No, I actually saw something. It says it can be seen all over the world, such as United States, China, South Korea, and UK and Germany also have similar programs. But I think what they mean by that when they say that is actually
witness protection.
Which right.
Yeah, it's a government program. It's like you provided them with enough information that they needed to get where they're going, so they will give you a new identity. So it's not exactly the same. It's not your choice. No. You got into a shitty situation and now you have to give up your life.
Right.
Yeah. Not quite the same.
Yeah. And right, Lori, it is an interesting thought.
I know. So the swearing awards, America has one of the English-speaking countries, which I find this very hard to believe, but of the English-speaking countries, America has won the swearing award for having the most swears and swearing the most often, which I found that to be questionable. I mean, have you been around British people? However,
I haven't as much as you, but
Australians got the runner up for having the most creative swears.
and what would be an example of that
Of a creative swear?
from Australia? Yeah,
You should ask Pierce that.
I'm asking
So, oh
you.
my gosh, I don't know. I have not been to Australia. I can't speak for Australians. I would imagine it has something to do with bloody and, you know. I remember in England, it's like you call somebody a blood clot. You're a listen, you blood clot, you know, because blood clot will kill you. So a blood clot was considered a swear. So it was taken from the Caribbean too. So yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Over here, everybody would take that a complete different.
Oh.
Yes.
Plus, swears are a term of affection over there. Like, oh, you're all right. He's a good cunt, you know.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
But yeah, apparently Americans swear the most. And I find that hard to believe because people get so up other people's asses for swearing. And we're so censored now on social media. Like your posts will end up at the bottom or hidden if there's a swear in them. Like, when the fuck did that happen? It's so dumb. And quite honestly, if you're from certain generations, swears are, I mean, the word fuck is like, it's a subject, a verb, a predicate, you know, an adjective, an adverb. You can use it for everything, you know? It is literally one word sentence, like, fuck.
I know, right? So, like they say over there, cunt. I mean, come on.
So, but it's
some people find that very.
The C word is not as versatile as the F word.
Okay, maybe over here.
No, not at all. No, not over there either. So
Okay.
I mean, it's versatile, but it's not as versatile. I mean, you can use fuck for everything.
Right. Exactly what you said.
Yeah.
And there's sign language.
Yeah.
Right.
No. But anyway, yeah, Americans got the swearing award. So
okay. Well, I guess we can take that with honor. Take it with honor.
It is a dubious award. Personally, I never understood people getting upset over swears. It's the salt and pepper of the English language. It is also a sign that you are honest because you're not editing yourself. You're not holding back. So I generally do not trust people that don't swear.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Exactly. Twat waffle.
No,
Yes,
yeah, in some parts of the South, we make up our own damn swears, like twat waffle.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me a book one year that like it opens with two flaps here, right? So it has a bunch of pages here and a bunch of pages here. So you can move any of the pages you want, and it'll give you a whole different swear every time. So it'll be like, you know, cuntsicle or shit bird. You know, like you just spin it around and it'll come up with whatever.
I hope you still have that book somewhere.
I do. It's in the bathroom. I put it in the bathroom for guests.
Oh, jeez. I need to pull that out.
Yeah. For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, Van Halen album, and what the F word really means. There's so much argument over that one. Someone else had said it was something about the king. What was it for? Something about, what was that? Does anybody know that one? It was like fornication. Was it fornication? No fornication unless consent by the king. So fornicating.
Another song?
Fornication. I can't remember. Something about fornication with consent of the king. Something like that. So yeah, I don't know. There's theories as to, and then of course there's an entire town in Germany that's called fucking. That's probably pronounced fucking. I don't know. And then like the exits there are Einfahrt and Ausfahrt. So
nice.
That's
well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
But yeah.
I like it.
Travel. You learn a lot with travel. Speaking of, I thought it was really interesting. I mean, you guys are probably seeing this too, but the No Kings people are supporting dictators, which is, I can't wrap my head around this one this week. Not that we're going to spend much time on this, but living in Florida, we have a lot of Cubans and a lot of Venezuelans, and they'll tell you their story. They're here for a reason. And, I remember talking to this one lady. My favorite thing to ask somebody foreign is, do you like it here? So what do you think of America compared to your country? And she said, she was from Venezuela. This was a couple years ago. She said, I like America very much. My country, no good. We have no food. We have bad leader. We have problems. We have no heat, no air conditioning. We have many, many problems there. I leave. My whole family leaves. So if you listen, if you talk to people, they will tell you their story. That said, this thing that happened this past week, everybody is speculating on. It was not to liberate the Venezuelan people. That was just a byproduct of a bigger political move, a global political move. But the fact that it may inadvertently have done that to help them seems to be good. I'm sure everybody knows by now that there was an election, and the current, let's say, president / dictator lost and refused to leave, and he lost by a massive landslide, and he wouldn't leave. And Venezuela was a very rich country. People made lots of money there, and it became very, very poor, very, very quickly. So there's a lot to it. There was a bounty. President Biden put a bounty on this guy's head himself a couple of years ago. So it seems that this was just carried out. This was just further carried out from that original order. Now that the first ally for Venezuela is Russia, the second is China, and then Iran. So about 1,200 miles off our coast. So you got Russia, China, Iran, and Venezuela. Does that make you comfortable? It doesn't make me comfortable. So like an axis of evil right there. Right? Just right there. So when I was in Cuba, I noticed that communists help communists. So there was all kinds of China aid trucks, all kinds of Russian Lados. So Russia and China had a very heavy presence in Cuba. So for Russia and China to have a very heavy presence in Venezuela, that would mean more than socialism. That would mean that they were going to communism, I would suspect.
I have a lot of opinions, but I don't know. We're never going to see the whole picture, and we never do. But if the people of Venezuela end up benefiting and they get some freedom out of this, and they get to live their lives without a dictator, then I am happy for them.
Mm-hmm.
Inadvertently, if that's what happens. I don't like the fact that we have Cuba right here next to us, and Cuba
was in with Venezuela too.
Cuba was in with Venezuela,
Yeah.
which means Russia, China, and that's a big factor for here in Florida.
Yeah.
But when you're not in Florida, it's not that big of a deal. But being in Florida, that's a big deal for us here.
Right.
So, and being there off the coast here, and which I'm going to bet it's not going to be very long before we see.
It's just a short 30-minute flight.
Yeah, before Russia ship will go park over in Cuba again, just to show its muscle over here to Florida. But it's been a little while. It's time for that to happen again as they pass through here, as they say, pass through here. So in the channels down here. But and I think April, you saw what I had sent you about. Also at the same time that they took a dictator, that we also have a new deal with Panama. So it all played together, and the only one left that we haven't had any current deals with now is Colombia. So there's stuff going on there, just a bigger picture. We have lots
bigger
of
picture.
a lot of stuff going on. And, however it plays out, just know there's a much bigger picture. And, the UN isn't happy. I know there was a lot of United Nation meetings
They
today.
want World War III so badly.
There's a lot. Just be aware of everything going on to a degree, and just have an open mind to what's going on, and don't stick to this no kings stuff and crap and BS that's in your face. And no matter where you sit, no matter what, just be open minded.
Yeah, I don't think it's about oil because we have plenty of oil. I do find it
No.
interesting that Russia and China, who had pledged allegiance to Venezuela, did nothing. I do think you're right about the Panama Canal. I think there's a deal in there with China and Russia regarding us. And it's very interesting that Iran is experiencing a full out revolution right now. The people are revolting across the board and no one's covering it.
I know. I was looking at some more of that, and how that's pretty amazing going on over there. And you're right, nobody's covering it. And how
France
Colombia's
is
quiet.
France,
and Germany and
France,
UK.
they're
Man,
a revolution too.
The amount of stuff that's going on over there, and we're not hearing much on mainstream over here.
UK as well. UK, Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a huge amount of uproar going on over there, and it's quiet over here. And you're like, why? Why is our coverage so? Oh, okay. And then you have Japan that has been messing with Taiwan all at the same time in the last couple of weeks, right at Christmas, and the amount of pressure going on there. So that's all I'm going to say. I've got my opinions on all that, and just look at these.
And the fact that there
pictures.
was a forced sale in the Panama Canal of the ports that Hong Kong had.
The terminals,
America.
not the ports.
The terminals. Yeah.
The terminals, one on
To
each
Black
end
Rock.
Yeah.
So there's a
was,
much
owned
bigger
by
play
Japan.
here. So hold your opinions until we see what's actually going on.
A lot happened in the last couple of weeks of
Yeah.
money and financial and change of ownerships and rights and BlackRock and a lot of big plays going on.
And one more thing before we get off of this whole politics subject. House Republicans are really, 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 really trying to push through that pesticide bill where they get no legal recourse. And that is being snuck into, hang on one second. I'll tell you in a minute. This is a real problem. And it's really, really sneaky. And it's something that we're like on the cusp of not being able to do anything about, but we still can. All right. This is something that everybody needs to know about. And this is why people that deal with vaccine issues can't do anything about it, because there's no legal recourse. They want the same kind of thing. Big agriculture wants that for all kinds of toxic chemicals so they can spray whatever, whenever, wherever. So while we're all trying to fight for, a healthier country, Section 453 is quietly being slipped into the spending bill and pushed by House Republicans to give big agriculture and chemical giants total immunity from lawsuits, just like they did with the vaccine manufacturers. This Cancer Gag Act language would prevent anyone harmed by toxic chemicals like glyphosate or paraquat from seeking justice in court. Both are highly toxic to humans, pets, wildlife, marine life, and the environment. Shielding companies from the harm they cause to our children and our health is the opposite of making this country healthy, and allows these corporations to spray anything, anywhere in the future with zero legal repercussions, even if it's all over your house, your kid's playground, your pond, all over your pets while they're playing outside, your farm. They can do it. And if they get the indemnity, they're going to do it more and more with anything they want. Just like they went from a vaccine schedule of 11 to like 72. So they're going to do it with the chemicals too. So here's what you can do. You can call your representatives or send them an email and demand that Section 453, easy to remember, 453, be taken from the bill. So taken from the spending bill. So that is pretty important right now. So if you want to do something that will affect your future or the future of your kids, the future of your grandkids, that is a big deal. Nobody fought in the 80s for the vaccine, or not enough people did, for the vaccine legality issue. And now people who have problems can't do anything about it. They're financially stuck. So if they end up with a child who has severe ADHD or severe asthma or dies from side effects, it's on them. So
Will you share that information on your platforms
It's-
tomorrow?
it's on X. So you can go to X April Hunter. So you can find it if you scroll down. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, it's on there. Just wanted to let you guys know that, 'cause that's pretty important. That's a paraquat. I mean, glyphosate is a real problem. Glyphosate is why so many people think that they are gluten intolerant. Most people in America are not gluten intolerant. They're glyphosate intolerant. That's why people can go to, say, Asia or Europe and eat as much bread or pasta or they can have the crepes. They can have the crepes and they have no issues at all. And then they come back here and it messes up their stomach. They feel like they can't digest it. They have all kinds of problems. They gain weight. It's the glyphosate because we spray it all over our stuff. So the paraquat, that's a whole different animal. That is something that you can't go swimming in that when they've sprayed the water, and they're spraying all the waterways. So I think we've talked about that before, but
We have. Yeah.
what's happening is all the lawn fertilizers and chemicals that they're spraying and people are spraying in their yards, it's running off into our waterways. Now our waterways are dealing with a lot of algae bloom and a lot of overgrowth of stuff that doesn't normally happen. They're using paraquat to fight that. The paraquat is killing off marine life, dogs that are drinking the water, fish, everything, and all the grass around it, all the seagrass. So all we
It's
need
being
to do
thought
is
in the
using fertilizers and all these lawn chemicals. So, but
Yep.
for some reason, all of a sudden people feel like, in the last 20 years, a super emerald green lawn they must have it. They have to have it.
Yeah, and the HOAs are pushing it so much. But you know what you can do? And I'm sure it's not just Florida that has this where you can fight against your HOAs, is you can still have a nice lawn, and there's other ways to do that of using not chemicals. You can also use native plants. So
Yes.
using native plants don't require all the chemicals to your area.
Yeah.
In Florida, you can also register your plants as a native plant yard, and
Yeah.
your HOAs can't do crap to you. They can't fine you. They can't do anything if you're registered. That's the thing. You got to get your yard registered as a native plant yard.
Mhm.
So,
So there's that, something to pay attention to, that usually flies under the radar and the media doesn't cover as usual because
sure.
there's so much money in all of this. They don't want you guys to know what's actually going on. So
Sure.
now you know.
Sure.
Now you know. So thank you for paying attention to that. Appreciate it. Mwah. Okay. So what else do we have on there? Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to do that or you wanted to do the monthly challenge, and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. We had that, and we had the LED lights too.
That's going to be a larger topic.
And we can do that next week then. Yeah. So Christmas is a state of mind, right?
Mhm.
And people get different around Christmas, don't they? They just get nicer. It's just a different vibe, right? I don't know if it's all the lights or what it is, but it is a vibe, and it's like a collective thing. It goes from here up. So how do we keep that vibe going? How do we keep Christmas for all 12 months?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any suggestions? I have
Mhm.
ideas. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So,
Yes, definitely.
so I
Yeah, it should
think
be.
that,
I agree.
yes, it should, Michael. And so I think we should, and I don't know if you guys are up for this, but I am. I think we should do a, monthly challenge where the things that we do during Christmas, we spread them out over the other 11 months and kind of help keep that vibe going.
Yep.
What do you think? So tell me what you think would do that. Here's my theory. Here's my challenge for this week and the next 4 weeks. Okay. I think, especially because personally, there's another one I'd rather do instead, but you tell me what works better. I think we should write 3 letters. They can be texts. And they could be to yourself too. So 3 letters every week of gratitude, saying thank you for something that somebody has done or helped with or given to you or spent time doing. 3 a week. It could even be as simple as a text to your parents. It could be even something to yourself. Hey, you don't get enough credit for not breaking under pressure. Thank you for keeping your shit together. So it's better if it's to somebody else though, because it helps spread the vibe. So
right, that's the idea.
Text, yeah, somebody. It doesn't have to be recent. It could be like forever ago. Like somebody mentored you, or helped you in some way, shape, or form, or sent you something, or gave you a gift, or taught you something, so that you have remembered. So 3 texts or emails or letters or a phone call a week.
Yep.
So what do you think?
I would say, yes, write those things down for yourself, but I would definitely, even if it's on social media, do it Messenger, however you connect with people.
Yeah, it could be social media too. Yeah.
But if you can pick up the phone and do that, you're going to make somebody's day.
Yeah.
Do that. Pick up the phone and call somebody. Send a postcard. When's the last time you did that? Put a note in an envelope. Hey,
yeah,
I just want to say thank you. Remember last year when you did that? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you do make somebody's day. I remember somebody telling me that they had dropped some weight and started going to the gym, and they said that I had inspired them. I just thought that was so complimentary. That just made my whole week. So
yeah.
People love hearing that stuff, that you've made a difference in their life or you've influenced them in some way. Yeah.
Yep. And even if it's the person at the deli in Publix.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. More than once, Chris.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's your friends, thank your friends for still being there. Maybe, a family member, so.
Whether it's a coworker, a boss,
yeah,
whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So you got something to say it.
And Alex is saying, speaking of challenges, did I mention you the Nicki Minaj balance challenge earlier? No, you didn't. I would like to hear that. So I think another one you could do alternatively if you are uncomfortable with that, but I still think the gratitude thing is a big deal because it's such a high vibrational thing to do and people really appreciate it. Here is another one that is a big deal also. Smiling and waving at strangers. So in the grocery store, in your neighborhood, when you cross them on the, at the sidewalk, when you're walking down the street, even if they don't smile and wave back. So holding doors, smiling and waving, because it starts to catch. It's like sometimes it's slow to catch on, especially in some areas like New York or whatever, but it might not catch on at all. You never know. But, and they might think you're crazy, but it's still, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Smiling and waving. A smile and laughter. It's a universal language, right? Everybody understands it.
Right.
Everybody understands it.
Do it. I want to hear about it next week too.
Yes.
I want to hear people. So we're going to ask next week, what did you do?
So if you can't think of anybody to write to, even though that would be the preferred one, then smiling and waving as you pass by people or in the grocery store or at the gas station or whatever, provided they don't seem like they're going to kill you or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, Alex, I would like to see that. Thank you. So
Yeah, I just pulled it up real quick. It's interesting.
okay. Yeah. Nicki Minaj balance challenge. Yeah, balance is really, really important.
Yeah.
Balance is one of the leading, or lack of, it's one of the leading things that elder people die from. If you work on your balance and you strengthen your middle ear all through life, you will have a much better survival rate later, keeping your legs strong, keeping your muscle tone, keeping your balance. What happens to elders is they start to fall. So they get dizzy, they fall, and they start getting really messed up. And then if they need to have surgery because they've broken something, a lot of them never come back from the anesthesia because they're too frail to handle an anesthesia if they've broken something like a hip or, dislocated shoulder or something like that. So working on your balance so you can remain independent and keeping as much muscle tone on into your later years is very important. So if you, being as though it's January and people are getting back in the gym, if you only have X amount of time, say 20 or 30 minutes, and you're going to try and work out, hit the weights. Don't worry about the cardio. Do the weights. That's the most important thing, especially if you're older. So hit them hard, keep moving. Don't get on your fucking phone. Stay off your fucking phone. Okay? You move. Do 20, 25 minutes and get out. They call it hit and get. So many people sitting on equipment looking at their phone. So many excuses out there. We make time for what's important. You can do this stuff. You can find the time. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't have time to take this class, but you've got time for another episode with Netflix. You got time for 2 hours of TV a night. Imagine 2 hours of studying, 2 hours of working at something that will improve your life or build your career or repair your home or something. So you got time for that. So you have to start thinking about what you are making time for and what you should be making time for that's going to improve you. So the world conspires to keep you mediocre because mediocre is safe. Being a standout, being adventurous, being different is not as safe. So if you are going to be the best version of yourself, you're going to have to do what you haven't done before. So, and that means not falling into the habits of screens and Netflix and all the trappings of the modern conveniences. So I'm just tough love being honest there. Okay. Get off your ass, put the fucking phone down, go do something for yourself. This is something that no one can take away. You're doing these things for yourself, for your health, for your mental health, for your physical health, for you. So, and do it straight. Do it 40 days. 40 days, it becomes a habit. So you do weights for 2 or 3 days. You take a rest day of just cardio. You do weights for 2 or 3 days. You take another rest day, just walking cardio. So, once you do it for 40 days, you've changed your whole neurological pathways. You've changed your habits. Winona says, one goal I'm working on in the New Year's, I wanted to get better at more traditional art. I got a huge art kit for Christmas, and I've been working with it. It has all kinds of sketch and different types of media paper, oil, pastels, watercolors, graphite pencils, charcoals, and color pencils. That is awesome. Yeah.
Love it.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Yes, Alex, she will be.
Yes, I will be at the Clearwater Library Comic Con. So hopefully you will be too. And Michael says, there's work and socializing and friends and church and other things. Stay active. Yes. And there's nothing wrong with watching your favorite show. I'm just saying that if it's taking precedence over you being the best version of yourself, you're going to maybe have to start thinking about that. Because a lot of times we're like, oh, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. And I'm just as guilty of it. I do it too. So I'm paying attention to these things too. If I say it, I have to do it now. Right. So
Who also said he doesn't have bits right now, but that's okay.
What'd you do?
don't
Spend them
know.
all for Christmas?
There you go. There you go.
There.
Honor system
Now
right
it's on
there.
credit. Now we're on credit. There. I don't. Clearwater Comic Con, is that
I'm looking it up right now because
March? I think
think
it's
it is.
March.
Mm.
So, oh, Lori, you're sweet. Of course, we're there for you. You're there for us. So,
always.
I saw that fire. I
Always.
finally saw the tag with the fireplace picture that you put on Facebook. I love that.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to go look.
So I'm thinking, is that everything that we were going to sort of cover for right now?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, there's something called I think this is so cool in Iceland, and I think the Netherlands too in certain areas. They celebrate Christmas with something called, I'm going to say it wrong, it's a Hygge, Hygge, Hygge. Probably saying that all kinds of wrong. It's where they traditionally give books on Christmas Eve, and they have candles and a fireplace and blankets. So they give books and blankets, and everybody rolls up with a book, and all the authors come out with books right before that so that they can, be part of the Christmas gift giving thing. I think that's so cool. So yes, I'm here. So
I think that is cool. Yes.
Everybody's like, no, not books, not books. Yes, books, real books, paper books.
Yes.
Books
Read.
and a fireplace and a blanket and candles. Definitely, yes.
Definitely April's candles.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. I didn't make that movie this year. So, but anyway, yeah, that's I'm trying to think, is there anything else we needed to mention?
Nope. Do the challenge. Send those thank you notes.
Yes. Or just something sweet. See, yeah, comic books counts. Comic and graphic novels, they count. So
They count.
Absolutely, a book is a book.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we've kept you long enough. Thank you for being here with us. I am going to put all my updates on patreon.com, April Hunter. You'll see them there. And for those of you who are perverts, I'm also on OnlyFans, April Hunter. Don't get too excited, though. It's not that interesting. Not like other girls. I don't do the things other girls do, but yeah, I do have an account there. So I'm kind of an OnlyFans failure, but hey. We will be live again next Tuesday. We are rescheduling some guests who couldn't get in this year. Or this past year. So we are getting people back on. Oh, it's your birthday next week, Allie.
Excellent.
Oh, it's on your birthday. Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
Let me write that down. Allie's birthday. It's birthday. All right. Do you remember that one? Aha. So
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll have to do something. So
yes.
Yeah, so we will see you next Tuesday. Never gets old. Really just never
Right.
ever gets old. So thank you for being with us. We appreciate you very, very much. Very much. We love you. And thank you for thinking of me for Christmas. I mean, seriously. And I got a couple gifts for the dogs. I got a couple gifts for Eva, which I shared. And look, that's from Winona.
Yes. Winona.
Yeah.
Thank you,
that.
Winona, for mine.
I love
too,
the thing
as
I
well.
wrote on the back too. I love runes. So thank you. I meant to tell you that that's there. So much appreciated. So thanks, you guys. Have a great night. I appreciate you so much. Mwah. So see you. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught.
Right.